This is the OPPO Find N, the first foldable flagship phone from OPPO. First, let's talk specs. As one of the first generation foldable smartphones out there, the Find N has a 5.49-inch cover screen and a 7.1-inch corner-to-corner inside screen. The cover screen is a Full HD AMOLED display with 60 Hz refresh rate, while the inside AMOLED display has a resolution of 1792 by 1920 with an adaptive refresh rate from 1 to 120 Hz. In terms of battery life, the Find N has a 4,500 mAh battery that unfortunately does not support 65-watt fast charging, as you can see from the 33-watt charger inside the box. However, when it comes to foldable phones, what's important is all the things that you weren't able to do before. And here it is, the OPPO Find N. Inside the box, we have the phone itself, a 33-watt charging brick, some literature, and a charging cable. Let's begin with the design. You will notice that the Find N is quite a small phone, and it kind of reminds me of the old days when I was still using an iPhone 5. The right side has a smooth transition to the back of the phone, which feels really comfortable in the hand. But on the left side, where the hinges feels not that smooth. When opening up the phone, it feels as natural as opening a book, and inside is a whole new world waiting for you. In terms of size, on the positive side, a smaller screen means it's much easier to reach any point on the display, and you can do almost everything with just one hand. However, this doesn't mean you will get a lighter or thinner phone. When you turn the phone on its side, you will notice how thick it really is. It kind of looks like you're putting two regular phones on top of each other, and the weight is around 275 grams. In other words, you're sacrificing the thickness and lightness in return for a folding experience that other flagship phones cannot provide. When you ask people why they want a bigger screen, the answer is usually about having a better experience for entertainment, such as watching movies, playing games, and reading books. So let's see how it does in comparison to normal smartphones. In terms of watching online videos, having the ability to switch from the smaller cover screen to the bigger inside screen is definitely a plus. However, if you compare the inside screen to one of the largest smartphone screens, you will notice that the biggest iPhone model has a slight advantage in terms of size. This is mainly caused by the inside screen ratio. Usually our phone display has a ratio of around 9:16 or 1:2 or even taller, allowing us to see more information vertically and more immersive video horizontally. However, the Find N's inside screen has a ratio of 8.4:9, which is very close to 1:1 ratio, meaning that 16:9 videos cannot take advantage of that bigger inside screen. I am sure that some of you are asking, why doesn't OPPO make the inside screen taller? Well, this exactly is what Samsung did with their Z Fold 3, and the result is a better inside display, but the cover screen has a not so good user experience, and I'm pretty sure some of you have seen this comparison before. It seems like that Samsung wants to focus more on the inside display, while OPPO chooses to stay at a middle point between the cover and the inside display. On the other hand, if you're watching videos in a 4:3 format, then Find N will give you the best viewing experience. At the same time, the inside screen can fold at a specific angle, meaning that you can fold the screen at 100 degrees to make the phone stand on its own, similar to putting your phone against a water bottle to watch videos. At the same time, you can use the lower half of the inside screen to control the playback, brightness, and volume, which is pretty cool. But you have to be careful with the cover screen. One thing to note about the speakers: when you put the phone in a folded position, both the speakers are at the lower right corner of the phone, causing the sound to only come from right side of the device. So if you want a stereo experience, you're gonna have to use the inside display. Now, how about playing video games on this phone? I would say that it depends on the game, just like how it depends on the video format. If you want to play Genshin Impact or similar games on this phone, then I would say that it's not the best option since it can't really take full advantage of the bigger inside display, just like when watching 16:9 videos. You can't see more items with the bigger screen, and all the buttons are closer together, meaning it is more likely to accidentally press the wrong button. On the other hand, some more casual games, such as chess, would be a great option for the inside display. Again, it really depends on the kinds of games you plan on playing. So what can this inside screen do well? I would say reading ebooks, multitasking by using the split screen view, and using navigation software. Usually when I read ebooks with my phone, I have to constantly jump from one line to another since that there isn't enough horizontal space to show more words or characters. This is where a bigger screen comes into play, since it can include more words or characters in a single line of text, just like reading a traditional paper book. Other than reading ebooks, navigation software also takes full advantage of the bigger screen inside. Here is a comparison between the inside display and the cover display. Clearly, the inside display shows more useful information, meaning that I'm less likely to end up getting lost. Finally, we have multitasking, which is also one of the main reasons why people want foldable phones. You can use the split screen view in one application to see different pages at once, and if you want to simultaneously use two apps, then all you have to do is to swipe down with two fingers. Now you can watch your favorite videos while scrolling through all your favorite social apps. With all of that aside, how about the physical crease? Well, if you are viewing something bright on your phone, then it's extremely hard to see the crease. However, if you turn off the screen and tilt it at an angle, you will see the crease pretty clearly. In other words, it's there, but you're not going to notice it most of the time, unless you like to set everything to a black background. After you finish using the inside display, all you need to do is to fold it up and you're good to go. The phone has two options. You can choose to let the phone lock itself up after it's folded, or it gives you the option to swipe up and keep using the cover screen. As for the camera test and comparison, that video will be coming soon shortly, so stay tuned. Overall, I think Find N is a pretty solid phone, especially considering that this is OPPO's first foldable smartphone. It does have certain limitations, and there are definitely some things to improve in the next generation. However, I think OPPO has a bigger plan for its Find N series. Unlike other foldable phones, the Find N doesn't feel like it's geared towards people who just want the best of everything. Because I think what OPPO wants is to make foldable phones accessible to most people who want to try it out. And this is probably why it has the most competitive price out there. Right now, the foldable phone market is still at a very early stage. So if you want to make it better, you have to listen to what the consumers want from this new form of interaction. And I think OPPO is willing to listen. Okay, that's all that we have for you today. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to our channel already, please do so. And if you want to know more about China's technology and business, see you next time. Bye!